Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we got information on how the Bible said we would have droughts. Jesus said that would be a famines. We know it is hitting hard. But when it hits a nation like Ethiopia, it can be devastating. And here's what the Bible said. I'm going to show you what's happening right now in Ethiopia. Jesus was asked the question, Matthew 24, can you tell us the signs of thy coming, the end of the world? Of course, Jesus said, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All of these are the beginning of sorrows. There shall be famines. All right. The United Nations is reporting that the number of Ethiopians who will need food aid by the end of this year is going to be somewhere close to 4.5 million Ethiopians. They already knew 1.5 million. They were already preparing for that. But the drought is so extensive, and the lack of food and locusts didn't help. Ethiopia is looking at 4.5 million people will require assistance without question, and I'm talking survival here. Now, the problem is UNICEF representatives are right now, the acting humanitarian coordinator says that this is going to be a very significant problem. So again, you got all these guys that are going to be getting involved. They're preparing people for, of course, probably the month of December to try to get people to give. The problem is with giving to, the United Nations. That's the last people in the world anybody wants to, give any money to. And UNICEF, 95% of it goes toward administrative overhead. So what ends up happening is very little, very, very little trickles down. And that is a major problem with these big groups. And so I'm saying pray for Ethiopia. I mean, there's one good thing. This new dam that is being built, it's almost done. It's called the Renaissance Dam. It's on the Nile River, and it's at the head of Ethiopia, the nation. And this dam will be able to stop the river, the Nile, and send 80% of the water flowing into Ethiopia and 5 African nations that really need it. Problem is, it only leaves 20% of the river's flow of water flowing into Egypt. And the Egyptians are not happy about that. But that was actually prophesied in the Bible to happen in the 19th chapter of the book of Isaiah in verse 6. In what's called the burden of Egypt, it says, and the waters of Egypt shall be turned away. And how you turn waters away is with a dam. And so it's a prophecy. But again, just giving you an update, famines are in the land. You're going to hear of more and more and more famines. And you're going to hear of more and more and more of dire need for hunger as this world continues to completely fall apart, catastrophically, apocalyptically. Cataclysmic events will take place. Jesus said these famines are coming, diseases are coming, earthquakes of biblical proportion are coming. We know that the book of Revelation speaks about a mountain burning, crashing into the sea, which no doubt was a huge asteroid. It talks about, the sunspots and UV rays coming in so hot that it starts scorching men, and they blaspheme God for pain. All of these things are happening in process, and we're moving quickly toward the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. So it's going to be very, very, very sad. You don't want to be left behind. When the wrath of God, everything I'm telling you about, this is leading up to the final judgment of God. And these things are the beginning of sorrows. So we are truly seeing the end times before us. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ and walk in the blessing. and not the cursings. Pray. Pray for the people of Ethiopia.